Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praise, glory, honor, due unto Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and prophets. Another respect to the brothers teaching and preaching the truth all over the world, worldwide. And to the few aquas that are listening to you, I give sincere Shalom. Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash, Barakatah, which you already sincere listeners out there. And basically just going to a quick lesson through the power of the Spirit, Yahawah, Shimon, Shah. I pray that the lesson will be edified, and it's not going to be a long lesson. It's just going to be a lesson that the Most High, He's removing kings, and He set it up kings. Let me repeat the title again. The Most High, Yahawah, Hashem, Yahweh Shah, remove kings, and He sets up kings. And for those, that are in the truth, and just waking up to the truth, you will see in the news, articles about the impeachment of Donald Trump. And you have the House, Senate, and the Republicans, Democrats, all these people saying different things and having different accusations over this impeachment of Donald Trump. And I did a video on this a while ago, probably like a month or so ago, talking about the impeachment of Donald Trump. But you have to understand the fact of the matter that the Most High, He removing kings and He set up kings, because the Most High, He does whatsoever He will according to His word, according to the scriptures. You see, if it's the Most High will that Donald Trump remain the president until Yahawah shall return, then so be it. It doesn't matter what they do. It don't matter what the House of Senate says and all these accusations. But at the end of the day, if the Most High deems that He's going to still be the president, guess what? There's nothing that the Republicans and Democrats and all the other voters can do, because the Most High, He removed the kings, and He set up kings. You see, He sets up whosoever whosoever He will, and scripture. Go to 1 Kings, the first chapter, and roughly around the 11th verse. And it shows you the Most High, He can remove kings, He can set up kings. It's basically, this is just an example of what He can do. Salakia, I'm trying to see if that's the scripture that I'm looking for. Let me see in a second. Let's see if the 2 Kings. That's Salakia for that. That's what I'm looking for. Salakia for that. Give me one moment. Scripture that I was looking for. Something that came to mind that I was looking for. So one moment. In any case, while I look for the scripture, in any case, Yahawah, Hashem, Yahweh Shah, He has the power to remove the kings, and He has the power to set up kings. Meaning that if the Most High wanted, Donald Trump to be removed, guess what? He's gonna be removed no matter, what anybody says. If He doesn't want him to be removed, then what? He's not gonna go anywhere. See, yeah, you have to understand that fact. Shai, does whatsoever you will. Salaki, I can't find the scripture. But yeah, in any case, I said, he sets up kings, then he removes kings. He does whatsoever he will, and then there's nothing that you can do about it, man. Because the scripture goes on to say that the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. Roughly paraphrasing, the king's heart is in the hand of Yahawah Shah. And when he talk about his heart, he's talking about his mind. Your mind is of Yahawah Shah. If he wants to cause you to be bugged out, guess what? He's gonna do that. If he wants you to, he wants to remove you from power, he can do that. So it's different things that Yahawah Shah can do. And there's nothing that the sinner can do. It doesn't matter. The men of the Lord doesn't matter one way or another, because we know that the Most High at the end, his son Yahawah is going to rule and reign on the earth forever and ever anyway. He's going to be the chief ruler, along with the 144,000. You see, King David, and the elect, they're going to be ruling and reigning forever and ever. You see. You have to understand that Most High, he can do whatever he wants. It doesn't matter, because we know that at the end of the day, this country, the wicked Babylon the Great, that these whoever that's in power, that's not even for our, they don't even care about us anyway. So we already know that the Most High, he's going to come back, and he's going to rule and reign forever and ever. In the quick scripture, we read Proverbs chapter 10, and go into verse 30. I'm going to start at verse 27. It said, "The fear of Yahawah prolongeth days, but the years of the wicked shall be short. The hope of the righteous shall be gladness, but the expectation of the wicked shall perish." And what's their expectation? The scripture says, they believe that their house shall continue forever. Then that's the wicked. That's the mindset of the wicked. They believe that their house is going to continue forever. They believe that their rulership is going to continue forever. And that goes back into, the 7 that I said earlier. He set up kings, and get what? And he removed kings. So they believe that their houses, their rulership is going to continue forever. But verse 28 said that the hope of the righteous shall be gladness, but the expectation of the wicked shall perish. Their expectation is that this kingdom is going to go on forever and ever. And their expectation is to believe that our people are going to be at the bottom, while they be over. But they're about to their rulership about to come to an end. Because Scripture said they only have a short time. That's in Revelation 12:12. But continuing on, it reads Proverbs 10 and 29. The way of Yahawah is strength to the upright, but destruction shall be to the workers of iniquity. And it's the point, verse 30. It said, "The righteous shall never be removed, but the wicked shall not inhabit the earth." And it's a thing, when Israel, when Israel ruled in the kingdom of heaven, guess what? They would never be removed out of power. Because once Yahawah and the hopeful elect, rule in the kingdom of heaven, Israel would never be removed from being at the top. We would never be removed from rulership. But it said, but the wicked should not have the earth. But it talks about Esau Edom, that he's going to get rounded up and he's going to be done away with after he's done 1,000 years of hardcore slavery. and with that being said, that the Most High, He can remove kings, and He can set up kings. See, He can remove that. He can remove the ones that in power, and He can set up another people in their stead. That's always been the case when you read in the book of Kings, and you see that we in Israel itself, they had good kings and they had bad kings. Had more bad kings than good, but the narrative is still the same. The Most High have a king that's in power for a certain amount of years or a certain time, and guess what? When they fulfill their purpose in Yahawah, guess what He does? He remove them off of power. Plain and simple. Whether they die of old age, or whether they get killed in battle, or whether Most High stricken our kings with disease because they disobedience to Him. The point and the fact remains the same, that He sets up kings and He removes kings. And when it talks about it talks about kings. Of course, Scripture talks about governments too. The Most High, Yahawah is in charge of governments. You know what I'm saying? He sets up the governments. He sets up who we want to set up. Everybody say, well, Most High ain't all this. Guess what? The Scripture goes on to say that the Most High, He created light and He created darkness. He created evil. He created good. Say He killed and He make alive. So the Most High, Yahawah is in all these things, man. He's in all these things. He's even per se. He's even in the White House. He already knows who he established upon, being the president. He's the one that established Donald Trump to be president. I know a lot of people won't like to hear that, but that's fast. He wanted Donald Trump to be president. It's something you probably not agree with that, but guess what? He had Donald Trump to be president so that he could speed up prophecy. You see, Most High is the master chess player. You have to understand that. He's the master chess player, and He knows who He wants to set up, and He knows who He wants to take down. If He wants to take down the president, guess what? He gonna do that. That's in His will. He can say, he gonna stay president until my son returns. He's gonna personally take him out of power, take Esau Edom out of power. Guess what? He can do that. You see, y'all don't understand that the Most High, He removes kings. He sets up kings. He can remove governments. And He can set up government. He can set up whoever He wants to rule over this society. But we all know that Job 9:24 says that the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the face of the judge there, and not aware who is He. So in a particular time that Yahawah, guess what? There's gonna be it's a certain time period that Esau isn't gonna rule. So right now he is ruling, and the Most High got it set up that way because the Scripture said in 2 Ezra 6 and 9 that Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of their following. So Most High already did that when Yahawah shall return, as you can read in Psalm 63rd chapter. He's gonna come back and he's gonna personally take down Esau Edom. If Donald Trump still in power, guess what? He's gonna take him down as well. He's gonna take down Esau Edom. And the fact still remains the same. He sets up kings and He removes kings. You see, he sets up governments and He can remove governments. Just like the same way that, like I said before, the same way that our people, when our people decide to have a king to rule over them, guess what? The Most High said give them a king. Even though the king came snare unto us, and that's the worst thing that we probably ever could did. Guess what? If you read in the book of Kings, in the book of Kings, we had good kings and we had a lot of bad kings. Like I said before, Most High, Yahawah allowed the king to rule, reign and rule. Guess what? When they served their purpose, Most High took them out of power, and that's gonna be the same way with Esau Edom. It's the same concept. They ruling over the whole earth. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked, And get what? You know, they gonna rule in a certain time period, because the scripture goes on to say that they have a bound that they cannot pass. You know, roughly paraphrase, they got a certain time period, a certain hour, a certain day, a certain month, and a certain year. When Yahawah is gonna say, okay, that's enough. They rule long enough. It's time for you to go down. It's time for you to redeem the elect, and it's time for you to take Esau, Edom out of power. And it's time for you to set up the kingdom, set up the government, set up righteousness, set up the law, statutes, commandments, set up the rulership of Israel. You know, only even Yahawah don't know the day nor hour when it's going to take place, but only Yahawah knows. You see, only Yahawah knows the hour, the day, the month, and the year that he's going to cut off Esau, Edom. And he knows the hour, the day, the month, and the year. If it will, he know when he'll take the President Donald Trump out of power. And the reason why that this is important, because you have to understand that this impeachment thing is pretty much is bread and circus. You have to understand that all these governments work together. You know, well, those who are in the know, that those in the truth, we understand that. We understand that all these governments work together at the end of the day anyway. But at the end of it all, these governments, they're not for you Black, Latino, Native Americans anyway. They're not for your benefit. You know, all of them work together trying to keep you in ignorance and keep you in darkness. You know, keep you from knowing who Yahawah is. You know, and that's what it's all about. You know, at the end of the day, you know, it don't matter who's ruling right now. It can be President Donald Trump. It can be somebody else. It don't matter, because at the end of the day, at the end of their rulership, Esau Edom is going down, man. He's going down, and guess what? He's going down, and Jacob, the Israel, is going to be ruling in their stead. Because once Jacob ruled, that's what it ain't gonna be no more changing of the guard after that. Once Jacob ruled, that's it. You know, the house of Israel is gonna reign and rule forever and ever. You know, this is, you know, the revived Roman Empire is the last ruling empire on the face of the planet. It don't matter, they can go, you know, you can read it and say, oh, China becomes a superpower, Russia becomes a superpower. It don't matter who's gonna be trying to become a superpower, because the scripture, the facts remain the same. That Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of their follower. And guess what? It don't matter how much superpower that they got, because the scripture is always going to remain true. It's always going to remain right, and the scriptures cannot lie. The scriptures will never lie. And the scripture is 100% accurate on what it is saying. That I said before, the Most High sets up kings and he removed kings. He set it up Esau, Edom to rule in this present time, and he's going to be the end of the world. And guess what? When Yahawah comes back, Esau, Edom is going to be taken out of power. Thus said Yahawah and it's written in the scriptures, and the Most High is bound by his word, and he's not going. And the scripture said that the Most High is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He's not going to change his word. He's not going to change his mind. He's not going to bend his word. He's not going to alter his word for nobody. So guess what? At the end of the day, if the Most High deems that Donald Trump is going to be president, guess what? He's going to be president. For those in the truth, we don't care one way or another, because guess what? We know that Yahawah is going to take down Esau, Edom. You can read that in Psalm 63rd, and Isaiah 63rd chapter. You can read that in Malachi 1:1 through 4. You can read that in Romans 9:11 through 13. You can read that in I believe in 2nd Ezra, I believe it's 11 through 13 chapter. It talks about the eagle. It does not matter. At the end of the day, Yahawah is going to rule in the kingdom of heaven. He's going to take down the Esau, Edom. He's going to take down all of Edom. It does not matter, because at the end of the day, that Edom is going to be at the bottom, and Israel is going to rule over Esau, Edom. You know, so-called white man, he's going to rule over them. You can read that in Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1 through 2. He's going to be ruling on all the nations. And they're going to be ruled over with a rod of iron. At the end of the day, you know, the Most High removed kings and he sets up kings. He sets up governments and he can remove governments. It doesn't matter what anybody say. It doesn't matter, you know, you all trying to take for Esau. But guess what? At the end of the day, the Most High can set up kings, he sets up governments, he sets up presidents. Guess what? He can remove the kings, he can remove the governments, he can remove the president. It doesn't matter because Yahawah at the end of this rulership, Jacob's kingdom is going to be established and Esau's kingdom is coming to an end and they're going to be taken out of power. Thus said Yahawah. That's it for the lesson. I pray that this lesson will edify. I want to call the Hoya, Yahawah double honors to the apostles, elders, and prophets. Another respect to brothers teaching and preaching truth all over the globe. See you again with another lesson. Yahawah. Shalom.